First, Mary Ellen Lindemann has traveled the world in search of good coffee. That is part of her job. She is the co-founder of Coffee by Design in Portland, a business with 4 coffee houses, a roastery, and a large wholesale operation.
She recently returned from a trip to India where she attended an event of the International Women's Coffee Alliance, and the purpose of the trip was twofold: to find good coffee that she might sell here at home and to promote the role of women in the coffee industry, especially in India.
And if you have a picture of India as a country that embraces tea and ignores coffee, you would be mistaken.
The last time I traveled to India was 5 years ago, and I can't tell you, in spite of pandemic, the progress the industry has made in a 5-year period is astonishing.
So the change in quality is really noticeable. There's just a dramatic difference.
It's, they had good quality before. What they have now is great.
When Lindemann visited coffee farms in India on this trip, she noticed there had been a shift in young people's attitudes toward working on their family farms, a shift that mirrored what she has seen in Maine.
These 3rd, 4th, 5th generation farms, it's exciting to see young people are getting engaged, and they are educated. And during pandemic, same as we saw here, the kids who left the farm to work in the big cities, and they have master's degrees and PhDs, they came home during the pandemic, and many of them have decided to stay.
What kind of roles have women traditionally played in the coffee industry in India?
It's not unlike other cultures. Women have been actively engaged but not recognized or paid for the work. And so there are 2 different things going on within the Coffee Alliance. Part of it is the women and girls on the farms, the workers, and how do we make sure that they have a quality of life that they don't have. And then there are the children, the daughters of these farmers, and these women are taking on major leading roles on the farms.
You found some interesting products while you were over there. This one caught my eye. It is a shower gel with vanilla and coffee.
People who may not realize coffee is incredible with skincare and body care. I ended up trying it and I said, I need to buy this product.
Something else that caught Lindemann's eye? A line of coffees infused with liquor.
I told them I need to steal this. They only had 20 of these boxes available, and I have one of the 20.
That has gin, rum, and whiskey in the series.
Yes, in the series. And again, what I loved about this is it's part of a girl project that they're supporting. And if you look at the packaging, it's called the Spirit Series, supporting the Girl Project. And I tell you, when I brought this back and Jeremy, our Director of Operations and Coffee, opened the bag, he said, uh-oh, they're really good at this.
So here's an interesting question. Did you find products over there that you want and will be able to sell here?
The biggest thing that I'm looking for is coffee. I want to find great coffees. Harvest season for Arabica will be December, January, and to be asked, can we send you samples after harvest for you to consider? I want Coffee by Design to be one of those companies that says India is doing great coffee. And guess what? There are women in coffee doing great things. They have been all along, but they are now in leadership roles.
Did you come away from your visit excited, encouraged? I'm sure that's what you hoped for. Were those expectations realized?
What I came out with it was excitement about women in the industry. We need to make sure the quality of life exists for them, and that for women and girls, if you support women and girls, you support entire communities. They really are the foundation of what happens in living on a farm and living in these countries. We cannot forget them.
I had no idea. India is the 8th biggest coffee producer in the world.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
And as you can imagine, while she was over there, Mary Ellen Lindemann did a lot of tastings.
Yeah.
Some of them, it's sip, swish around, and then spit out. Others, you do swallow. And so she said one day she probably consumed more coffee than she ever has in her life. She's worked in the coffee business for 3 decades, so it's like her greatest coffee drinking day ever.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how she ever fell asleep after that for another 4 days.
Wired. Oh my gosh, that's great. And I love the collaboration.
It's a really interesting story, and it's a story that's unfolding in other agricultural fields and in many other countries around the world. But it's also interesting to see what she talked about how the kids during the pandemic, young people during the pandemic, came home to the family farms and said, maybe I'll stay here.
I love that.